If you are the woman that wants to increase her feminine attractiveness, her feminine magnetism, and you want to ensure that your energy is open for love, then this live stream is for you. I am Nicole Elissa. I am an intuitive love coach for women just like you who are committed to attracting love in their lives. I see that this is a little bit too up, so I'm going to try to something about it. Hopefully it works. All right, ladies, welcome back to my channel. As you know, I like to go dive in deep as a Pisces that I am into feminine energy, helping you feel good about yourself. See, feminine energy is about you feeling good about yourself. So today I'm going to be sharing some top secrets from my feminine power of attraction method, something that I only disclose with my private and group clients to really help you feel more confident, feel better, give you some reasoning on how you can open up your attractiveness from the inside out, and also attract the type of love that you want. So if you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe and that you watch this video until the very end. I have a once in a lifetime opportunity. If you are the woman that's sick and tired, absolutely done, I hear with dealing with crusty men, then that's what I heard intuitively is of dealing with crusty men, then you need to watch this video until the very end. If you want to feel cherished, attracted like a goddess from a place of your maturity and your power, regardless of your age, then watch this video. I'm going to be disclosing a couple of different things. This is a live stream, okay? And I do believe that there's something about live streams that makes people want to stick until the very end. I implore you to stick until the very end. Why? Because I'm going to just uncover so many different pain points or things that have been making you feel pain as a feminine woman or as a woman in general, and how to finally get over them. If you watch this video and if you take the opportunity as well that I'm going to offer you at the end, you will be able to finally let go of certain things that you've taken for granted that make you feel pain or make you question your doubt or your worth as a woman for good, okay? I don't want you to watch this video from the angle of, let me just see what this girl has to say, or let me see what this woman has to say, and let me doubt what she's saying and keep on regurgitating the pain, the doubt, the insecurities of the past. If I'm going to say now, if you're a woman, as a woman, it is your birthright to feel good about yourself, to not feel like you're not good enough, to not feel like you're not worthy. And I know whatever, English is not my first language. So the thing here is, it is your right to feel good. It is your right to feel worthy. And I'm going to explain to you why. Many people sometimes ask, Nicole, why do you explain things so much? Because it helps. It helps the soul. And it helps you to feel more grounded and safe in your worth. And I also find that when you explain things, basically your mind, your subconscious, your body opens up to change to a new reality, because your energy has been stuck in stress or survival mode for so long that when I explain things to you, it kind of becomes soothing to your cells, to your system. And you're like, wait a minute, there's a different realities that I can live in. See, as women, we've been taught to question our worth, to fight for men, to compete for men. And it is my number one belief that no woman on this planet should fight for men or compete for men. No catfights in the name of men. No power trips of overgaining a man while destroying another woman. None of that stuff is actually conductive to your self-worth, to you feeling long-term irresistible while knowing your worth. And I'm going to explain to you the metaphysical reasons why, and also why it's important that as women, we take a curriculum or a master's degree or a doctor's degree, however you want to call it, in attractiveness. This is something that we as women need to cultivate, and it needs to be a soul experience, soulful experience, because if we are trying to learn about building our attractiveness from ego, it still feeds insecurity. It still adds this element of, if I don't do this, a woman is going to take my man away from me, or men are going to lose attraction in me. All of that kind of nonsense needs to go. I believe that as women, we need to teach each other and support each other in embodying our goddessness. And when you're a goddess, you do not need to compete in a name for men, or you do not need to compete with other women. So I invite you to stick around. If you're here, say hi. I like to connect with the ladies whenever they join. If you're working, that's also fine. Just stick around because I know that you're here. And then let me know your comments afterwards or your insights. All right, so we're gonna start. I'm gonna share with you secrets really powerful secrets for you to feel good about yourself and for you to have an open energy to love. I'm going to share powerful secrets about feminine energy as well. So if you're new to feminine energy, or if you've been told that you've been too masculine, or you felt like you've had to be too masculine, or even if you feel like you need to balance your masculine and your feminine all of the freaking time, then I'm here to tell you that that is not true. Okay, we all have like an energy that supports us a little bit, but if you are feminine, you're feminine. If you're masculine, you're masculine. If you're a combination or a balanced version of both, then that is you. Here's what I invite you to start asking yourself. Am I being overly feminine or masculine or balanced out of reaction, out of stress, out of survival energies? Do I feel like I need to change myself in order to get X, Y, or Z? It could be money, it could be love, it could be anything. I'm a big believer that you can attract love or anything that you want from your true essence. There's just different ways of doing it. Now, I'm not going to go into full detail around that in this video because it's not the purpose of this video. But what I'm saying is it is safe for you to be feminine and to embrace your femininity. Femininity is not just about looks, as you know this. I'm an intuitive, so I'm getting the angels are saying, like, Nicole, like, the woman that's watching this video, she's not a newbie. So go deeper. Okay, I get it. So here's the thing about feminine energy. I'm going to go straight to it. Feminine energy is about being open. Full stop. It is about learning how to open up more and more and more and more and more, and enjoying that and blissfully receiving more. But it needs to be about being open. It is about intimacy. One of the main message actually that I received for 2021 is that this is a year for of intimacy, of women opening up to intimacy. See, as women, we need to claim the energy of intimacy because we understand the depths of it. Feminine energy, one of the things that I picked up from the angels that they told me is that feminine energy is actually a master of change. When you look at it, we are an embodiment of light, right? And light is constantly flickering, moving incredibly fast, right? It's not a stoic or stagnant energy. It's not a masculine energy. It's not stoic in that sense. We're constantly moving, light. We're shifting. We're changing all of the time. Even if you want to, whenever you're having fun at an emotional, sexual level, whatever it is always about opening up more, changing. And in that, it requires a deep level of trust and also a level of surrender. So when I hear a woman tells me, I don't like change, I hate change, that's a reflection of you not trusting or having issues with your own femininity, okay? And you think that you need the external world to change so that then you can enjoy yourself and then you can open up. But that's not really what it is. You have to master change in your vibration, in your point of attraction. So if you want to attract love, okay, it's always about being open. It is about the feminine energy embodying a deeper level, a higher understanding, a soul understanding of intimacy, okay? Intimacy with the universe, intimacy with yourself, and an intimacy with the man that you want in your life. It is intimacy all around. Feminine energy is an energy of relationships. You cannot escape this. We are the nurturing, loving, mothering energy of the universe. Regardless of whether you want to have kids or not, regardless of whatever it is that we do, like feminine energy, if you're really feminine, you are an energy of plenty, of trust, of harmony, of sisterhood, of just openness. And you have to really get this really strongly. Feminine energy is an energy of belonging, of community, while the masculine is an energy of piercing through, even like fighting, providing, protecting, showing up strongly in the name of that harmony, which is the feminine. So if the feminine energy is not embodying an energy of harmony within herself, in her openness, with other women, and she is competing for the attention of men. If she is competing, meaning she's willing to destroy both herself and another woman in the process, which is what this world is teaching us, of course you're going to notice an imbalance. of course you're gonna notice it. The feminine is not meant to compete for men. And a man who thrives in you competing for him, he's a man that is not protecting you. He's a man that cares more about his ego, his own satisfaction, than the energy, like the overall energy of the harmony, the community of it all. Why does this happen? Well, because as women, we have been taught, you know, if a man, I'm gonna use like earthly structures. You have a king, and then you perceive a queen to be here. Some people think that the king is better or higher up than the woman. That is a lie. If a man sees himself as a king and then you hear, run, run. He's a protector. You're both here, okay? You're both here. But the thing here is I don't like to use it under those structures too, because ladies, you have to trust yourself to know to attract a man that is gonna see you here, and he's gonna cherish you, and he's gonna protect you, and he's gonna put your needs, like he's gonna put your needs, like your emotional safety needs first. Like he's gonna treasure you, he's gonna protect you. He's not gonna sacrifice for you in the sense of you destroying him emotionally because of your unresolved needs and wants and immature wants. That's not what a man is going to do. He's going to be able to assess if you're coming from immaturity or maturity when you're addressing him. Feminine energy is not also superior than men, which is what a lot of people are teaching now. Notice that if somebody's teaching you superiority over men or men over women, they are toxic. They're toxic. So if you have that mentality that women are better than men, you know what you're being. And it's coming out of fear. It is coming out of you having a fear of intimacy. So as I said, the angels told me, Nicole, you need to teach intimacy this year. This is the year of the feminine when it comes to intimacy and opening up and allowing and embracing. So as I was saying, feminine energy is about being open with the universe, with yourself, and with your partner. If you're not being energetically open, right? What are you sending out as a woman in your system? Is fear. Feminine energy needs to trust itself so much that she's open. And I want to tell you why you need to be open. For many reasons you need to be open to attract love. Number one, when you're open, meaning open in your confidence, open in your sense of worth, open in celebrating who you are, open to men, open to the masculine, you can actually pick up when somebody's a boy, like I said, a crusty man, somebody that's just trying to play you, somebody who wants you out of ego, somebody that wants you for fame or for clout because you could be in a really good position and a man just wants to be around you so that he can get access to you or whatever's around you. Your energy needs to be open around your worth. But I'm going to explain to you the difference of if your energy is being open or not and why that is important to you to know. Feminine energy, like I said, you're embodying the mother, the daughter, you're embodying the queen, the goddess. You're embodying so many different things. You cannot be fighting. Feminine energy, if you notice about it, if you take Mother Earth into consideration, the Earth is not fighting all of the time. She spends a lot of her energy just being open, receiving, giving, nurturing. That's what she's doing. If something becomes too out of balance, she can become kind of chaotic or defensive and protect her cubs, the earth. She will bring balance back in. But she's not fighting, right? She's not fighting all of the time, masculine or defensive or shut down. She gives in plenty, like a mom nurturing from her bosom. Like she's offering out of trust because she trusts the overall structure of the universe. And if people become too destructive with her given nature, she will stop you in your tracks because it's not like she's not capable of defending, but she doesn't need to be in a highly defensive state, fearful state all of the time. What would be of us if Mother Nature was in a constant energy like this, or highly defensive or standoffish? What would be of us? So when you look at the nature of the universe that is constantly giving and expanding, that is what you need to do too. You have to follow the energy of the universe. The energy is always expanding. So as women, we need to cultivate consistently an energy of that balance in opening up, constantly opening up to a higher, whether it's purpose or vision of more provision, of more pleasure or more fun in a really healthy, mature way. See, when it comes to feminine energy, when it comes to love, we can approach it from a mature angle. We can approach our feminine energy from a mature angle or from an immature energy. When we are immature, we just want the pleasure to the exclusion of the well-being of others. So you might, this happens to everybody, I'm not judging you, but this might happen to you if you, out of nowhere, just want the desire of being with a man, even though he could be in a relationship or he could be married or he could be whatever, right? I'm not judging because I've, worked with women from, all walks in life. In order for me to help you, I cannot judge you. Like, I understand we all make our mistakes, but this is what I'm saying. I want you to feel what I'm putting out right now. I'm not judging you because others might shame you, but I'm not going to, and I would never do that because we all make mistakes. And we need to make this a safe space for everybody to heal or to shift. You can feel that high of a need for validation and you just go for it. And you're putting your needs above all, and then you're like just adding this destructive consciousness to you, to the process, to the people, because you are feeling disconnected from your goddessness, from your feminine power of attraction. You've let go, you've abandoned, or you felt like nobody would choose you, or you felt unattractive in a way. This is why we need to work on feeling attractive every day. Now, I feel like on a deep soul level, as women, we know this, right? But at the same time, we are sold so much about like, don't get wrinkles, don't get wrinkly, like you need to protect your attractiveness. And it's just, ask yourself if you're going about taking care of your attractiveness from a fear-based point of view, right? Or from a deep knowing that it is your power. I mean, not just physical attractiveness, but I mean soul attractiveness. Hello there, lovely. I am so happy to see you here. Please let me know what you're resonating with this. So it is our duty as women to care for our attractiveness. What it means to care for our attractiveness is, you know what, I'm going to say what I'm getting, is being kind. Not only with ourselves, with our loved ones, with our bodies, investing in ourselves, not hating on ourselves, not attacking on ourselves. And you have to become aware that there is a system or an agenda for feminine energy to self-destruct and to become addicted to things that are going to quote unquote make her feel better, but in reality are not good for her. And we need to learn to assess that. One of those things is if these advertisements make you feel like you need to compete for men, or you need to walk all over another woman, or you need to be the best woman out there, you need to do this, you need to be the other, like you need to be here, another woman need to be here. They're playing on you, like they're manipulating you, because feminine energy is also about being mothering, whether you're a mom or not. And you would never pit like one child against each other or another person against each other. You would learn how to feel confident in your uniqueness, and from that energy invite your man in. See, men love confidence, so that means it's a woman that's full and filled with her vastness. What we need to learn to do is embody more of that vastness, and it's enriching, and it's I see this well that just never runs dry, and a man stays because a woman is full of her own vastness, full of herself, not in an egotistical, let me kind of whip you if you don't behave kind of way, or if you don't, you need to give me what I want. That's toxic behavior. It comes with maturity. Powerful men run away from immature women, or they just leave and go for the woman that at the end of the day is gonna be so full with her vastness and is going to be mature. This woman is going to give him peace. So let me just read the comment that I see here. How do I do this? Okay. Thank you for the acknowledging how to overcome urgency while, wait, I'm losing the comment. Oopsie, I need you to help me out here, YouTube. How to acknowledge urgency while in the awareness of staying in love. Can you be more specific? So I'm going to go deeper with this. You know, this is a live stream. This is the most important video that I want you to watch from me. Okay. And I just don't want you to take it like verbal and stay in your head. I will always teach you embodiment. confidence that reaches your soul. And that's going to require for a lot of people to let go of just trying to battle things in your mind. When you, in a feminine woman, when you're trying to understand femininity from your mind, just notice if there's any tenseness in your body. You need to let go of that tenseness. You cannot open up. You cannot blossom or have an orgasm or do whatever it is that you want from a tense body, from a tense state of mind or being. That's why we need to learn how to let go, open up, and blossom in our own. Our journey in learning and in our consciousness and our expansion is not like men. It's not like men. That's why I say we need to have like our own PhD around this. And I have the right program for you. So which will be like the PhD on this. I want you to have great confidence, soul confidence that men can feel. Okay. And I'm going to share with you why men might not feel your energy too. So this thing about women battling with her energy consistently, doubting herself, because we've been taught to wrong ourselves or femininity or feeling like we have to compete or we can't have what we want. All of those things affect us, and it makes us diminish or lower our sense of worth in a way where it's like, how do you want a man to see you if you're not seeing yourself? You're constantly, here's what I don't like, what I see in the community a lot, women putting the value of what a man says around love like is the holy grail. Like I said, a man is not above you. He can be the head of the household, and I'm going to say this as I'm getting this, he can be the head of the household because he's protecting you. He's not your dad, he's not your teacher. Like, I'm just really saying it that way. You can learn from a man, but if you need to be constantly learning from him without you knowing your own inner wisdom and your own power, you've been taught wrong. You've been taught wrong. You need to have your own set of wisdom, and then both of you working together on it. You can trust a man to protect you. You can trust a man to provide. You can even put him, like, not put him, like, he can be the head of the family, etc. Whatever works for you, because I'm not going to go into that. But if you are only learning from a man while you do not know of your own wisdom, he's going to, I see it, like, he's going to see you kind of like a kid. It's not going to flow right. So I see this a lot. A lot of women, it's like, I don't want to hear from other women. I just want to listen to what the man has to say, putting a man like God. If you put a man like God, but you cannot see that you're a goddess, right? Then what are we doing? What are you doing? Can you not see as part of the system? You need to see your own goddessness. And like I was saying, feminine energy and goddessness is about relationships. You cannot escape goddess energy while trying to fight the masculine. I'm sorry. You cannot. You cannot try to, because we are, I want you to understand, on a soul level, metaphysical, psychic level, however you want to call it, we understand the importance of relationship. We understand that we cannot do everything on our own, okay? Not a single thing on this planet thrives itself on its own. It needs to feed off of something. It needs to receive off of something. That is what the whole ecosystem shows to you. One thing helps the other thing helps the other one, and we understand that deep to our soul. But we need to understand our value, okay? We need to know our value, and we cannot be fighting with men in our system with that. We cannot be, or running away from men, because we're running away from ourselves. Whether you want to be in a relationship or not, I don't want to, have to talk to people that don't even want a relationship or you just don't want to fight. This is not about you. If you don't want to be in a relationship, that's fine, but you are in a relationship to something in your life. You will always be, and how you respond to your relationships showcases what's going on in your life. So attractiveness is important to build, not just attractiveness of the body. Like, I need to be like physically attractive, I need to be sexual, or I need to be this. No. Attractiveness is from the soul. It's of the mind. It's of the emotions. Is your energy open? Or are you letting additional programs outside you make you shame yourself, wrong yourself, fear of rejection to the point that you don't open up? Okay? So attractiveness, as I'm going to repeat, is of the soul. We have to really open up. Now I'm going to move it into attracting love and why this is important. I'm going to give you some key examples here so that you really get how this is impacting you. Breaking it down. I'm all about the spiritual, but also making it logical, making it really land. So let me just read the comment that I had here too. Our mind over highs is, okay, urgency. I'm missing the comment. I don't know why it's giving me an issue to read it, but I'm here. Let me just read it. Okay. Coming back to the awareness and still holding urgency is difficult. How to manage the situation. I just don't understand what you mean by urgency. Urgency of what? So you have to do body work to release the tension, the urgency, the stress. You have to do body work to help you release it. For some people, affirmations work, but for others, it's important to release it from the nervous system, from your energy, from your chakras in general. I have a system that really helps you experience a visceral response or a shift in you really quickly. This is not something, you have to understand something. As I was saying, the feminine is an energy of relationship and trust. Yeah, that's what we are. You understand that we are protected in that, and you will help us assess who's coming with negative intentions, okay? A lot of women try to do this work on their own. There's elements that you can do on your own, but there's elements that you're gonna need help from somebody else. Why is that? Because once again, it's an energy of intimacy. You might agree with me or you might not agree with me. But why is that? Sometimes we have subconscious belief systems, and you need to learn how to surrender and feel safe and the trust and the care of somebody else so that that person can help you pull it out, release it, okay? So, thank you. Perfect. I'm happy that this is resonating. You need to feel safe, nurtured, and cared for, and for somebody to help you. This might be a woman, this might be a man, but in most cases, what I'm getting and I'm picking up intuitively is the help of another woman. It's a nurturing energy sometimes that you need, that you might not necessarily feel comfortable receiving from a man, okay? Because you might be used to surrendering to men in a more, this is a meme right now. Like, if you're hearing that noise, this is a meme that happens here in Panama all the time. It's just part of what's going on right now in the world. So they're walking around with this, microphones. But anyways, so the thing here is that you have to understand something. But many of you are not comfortable. Like, this is the thing. Part of the feminine energy is you feeling comfortable receiving from another woman without tearing her down. Okay, because we've been taught to tear each other down, but it's imbalance. It's one of the biggest imbalances of the universe for you not to be able to trust another woman. So it's just inner psyche, but we need to release it. So you need somebody to help you release that in the thing. But if you flinch away and you're like, no, I need to do it on my own. Like I said, there's things you can do on your own, but there's eventually something, or not eventually, like the quicker you can do it, the better. Make sure that you are in environments with women that are trustworthy to you, that you feel like you're not secretly fighting you, that are not trying to exert power over you. But you need to be in circles of women that feel trustworthy to you, whether it's like a really bad experience or something. Try to find women that are conscious in regards to this and not fighting with other women. Groups like the ones that I offer that as well. I'm one. I'm not gonna lie to you, because I know what it is like not to feel safe around women, and I just do my best to bring trustworthy energy to women in general. So the thing here is, this is really important, like opening up, year of intimacy, you opening up to love. Attractiveness is not just physical. It is not just, let me take care of myself out of a sense of competition or I feel like I'm running out of time. No, you are eternally attractive, and I want you to embody that. And your attractiveness is going to come from your attitude, from your energetic openness. And energetic openness is important. You cannot lie about it, okay? Might been hurt a lot by women, or might been hurt a lot by men, and you're just shutting down and you're becoming kind of aloof, or you're isolating so much to the point that you're not connecting. That is feminine energy. You have to blossom and open up, that regardless of people's negative intentions, you're gonna still shine anyway, baby. But not shining out of like, I'm gonna fight you, I need to have an attitude, I'm gonna be better than you. No, it's a peaceful confidence that is open for love. You understand that other people's shenanigans where they're trying to fight with you can just rub off of you. But you just want to be committed to you, your relationship with the man that you want to attract. You want that soulful, deep, peaceful connection. If you are fighting or competing with other women, you haven't matured fully yet. And that is okay. And I'm not talking about like, I'm mature and you're not. I'm being very neutral about this. If you think about offering a mature kind of love, at the end of the day, men, the powerful men that you want, or the confident men that you want, they're gonna settle down, they're gonna be with you because you offer them a peace that they have never seen anywhere else, okay? And that peace starts with you. Are you gonna offer that mature love? Or are you gonna be distracted by power plays with other women, or power plays with other men, or needing to stomp on men? Okay, so let me see what you're saying. Let me see the comment. Okay, beautiful concept. Yes, I'm happy that this is connecting with you. It's it's more than a concept, love. I've been working on this for well, I was gonna say thousands of years, but why not? I'm an old soul. So we're all old souls, right? But the thing is that I've been working on this day in and day out, every day of my life for the past, my gosh, I would say 10 years now, even before I became a coach, because I've been passionate about understanding truth and seeing that there was just something off that we were being told. And it's about pitting us against each other. Okay, we are a web, a tight web. We understand that the more we are, the better together, but we just need to love up the vastness that's within us. So how to build that attractiveness? Number one, let's go deeper with this. I recommend it's about being in flow rather than being in hustle mode. How many of you identify with being a hustler? Like work hard, like play hard, but like being a bad bitch, or all of those different terminologies. Do you really get a turn on by hard work and by pushing an agenda and by fighting to get to the top? Do you want to have that energy and love? Do you get a turn on by that or not? You know, you can, like I said before, I'm not going to go into this video, but you can attract everything that you want from your natural energy without fighting, without seeking power. See, the difference is that this world, as it's currently built, is teaching us to go for power. You're bringing power to your bedroom. You're bringing power to your relationships. You're holding off. You're assessing men whether they are smart to be with you or not from a shut down heart. That's not attractive energy. That's closed energy. So here's what I recommend. Building attractiveness from the inside out. It is a very neutral, open, loving, kind, warm, nurturing energy, or inviting energy, spicy energy, whatever your flow of energy is. I'm not going to tell you exactly what to tell to a man. I'm all about the embodiment, because once you release these tight energies, you are going to be able to trust your intuition more. Your feminine energy is going to flow more, and then you're going to be captivating on your own. You know, I'm going to help you first open up the channels for you to be open to that love, help you balance out your energy, give you some insights, etc. on loving communication, but not exactly tell you all the exact words. I want you to be more connecting, more inviting, more open. And I can help you do that. It's going to be effective. It's not like you have to change. I want you to get this. I just want you to be more of your natural, inviting self, more of your spunky self, more of your brilliant self, while actually really being open for love and not keeping defenses that are pushing the type of men that you want away. Okay? You cannot want power. I keep getting this, like in the bedroom, like with your man. If your heart is defensive, your man can feel that. It's going to be a turnoff for him, right? Masculine energy is seeking to come in. I mean, talking emotionally, like penetrate. I'm not talking sexually. Like, it's an energy. It's like, is your heart open for me or not? Are you ready for all that I can give to you? I want you to see how your things that you've been taught to distrust men, to expect to meet pure crusty men or unavailable men, makes you defensive. So what is it? I want you to start and remember to stick around, because I'm going to give you a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity here. I tell you, like, this program and this offering that I'm going to give to you is really going to open up your energy, and it's going to solve so many issues of feeling like unattractive, not open for love, not open for intimacy, like in a matter of weeks, while you've been struggling for it for all of your life, 30, 40 plus years. If you want this real positive change, we're going to go over it. And it's not just going to be a verbal thing. I want you to have a visceral experience where you naturally just feel confident and things just blossom. But it's not for the weak of heart or the weak of mind. It's for the woman who just wants to do this and just wants to feel like a goddess now. Okay, so things that make you defensive or shut down or not open. Competing with women, as I said, being defensive, feeling like you need to protect yourself so much that you place yourself as an above thing or distant, or some men even feel like you're looking down on them. Energy doesn't lie, you know, energy doesn't lie. You can be covered up in diamonds from head to toe or in gold from head to toe, thinking that that's going to be the most attractive thing about you, or covered up in dough is what I hear, covered up in money. But those are not the things that are going to make you attractive. Not to the type of man that wants soulful love. It's not, okay? You think you're proving yourself to your dad is what I heard in that energy. A dad that didn't want to take care of you. So you're doing these things not only for love for yourself, because I don't believe that that's just the only thing, but there could be an element about it where it's just about proving yourself to your dad, but then you're keeping the type of man that actually is gonna nourish you kind of back to life and love and deliciousness. You're pushing him off. So being defensive, you don't need to be aloof. You don't need to be at a distance. That's exactly what you're doing, being at a distance from love. You're in reactive energy. You need to open up. So let's say you can have fears of not being. A lot of women keep men away in their fears of intimacy, fear of not being attractive enough, fear that they're not going to captivate a man for the long haul, fear that a man is going to get bored of them and that he's going to look to the other side. Fear of a man getting bored of you is a legit thing, okay? Fear of being too much, fear of a man rejecting you, fear of having to compete with other women. These are subconscious belief systems or energies that are trapped in your body, in your third body, in your energy system, wherever it is that they're at, that are keeping you, pushing people away, keeping them at a distance, but you don't know that you're doing this. Or maybe you do. For some, it's going to be like a spectrum. But the thing is that you think you're doing the right thing by knowing how to dress up, or learning more about your sexual energy, or it's just that there's an energy that I'm picking up right now where, oh, thank you. So the thing here is that, okay. Part of what's happening, this is it's not complicated, but it goes like this. It on the energetic spectrum, as I'm seeing, it can get kind of like really mixed together. So it's a little bit complicated to explain fully, verbally, but energetically, once you start to release it, it all makes sense. Some women have different points of attraction to them, okay? Some women use a lot of sexual energy to attract, to be seductive is what I'm getting. But is it a mature energy? Is that, I hear it's a consciously open, or I don't like using the word evolved, I've never liked it. But I'm getting corrected around this. It's not evolved as in superior. I'm getting, like the angels are saying, like, you know how you're constantly evolving and growing? It's a natural, beautiful process. So that's what they're bringing up. It's not like evolved and unevolved or looking down. None of that shaming stuff here. That's not permitted here in this channel or in anywhere near me, around me. The thing here is it's a natural evolution. So when we go from maybe like toddlers to that mature open energy, and you can reach that no matter your age, okay? You can be really young, you can be older, it doesn't matter. The thing here is that some women unconsciously have this going on. Let's spill tea, okay? Some women unconsciously have this energy where they're like, why is it that I'm only attracting men that want me for sex? Some women believe that they have to offer sex to get love, or something sexual in some shape or form. It might be very unconscious, but a lot of women believe it. So here I'm going to explain to you why. Stick with me. You want answers and you want solutions. I know I had this energy. I'm going to call myself out too. I hated that energy. But let me help you understand something. I didn't know that I picked it up somewhere. Let's say I grew up with an energy of being told all the time, like, a man is gonna get bored of you, or a man is gonna leave you for a younger woman, or men just want sex. You hear that all the time as a teenager, as a younger woman, or you're growing up. You might be like, oh, men are such pigs on a conscious level. But then somewhere out of like a daddy issue or an abandonment thing, somewhere, I'm talking pure, raw, subconscious emotion. The subconscious is pure, raw emotion. And it's kind of like the mind of a toddler, like just raw emotion. You're like, I have to compete for love, you know? You know what I'm saying. Don't think it's mind of a toddler and then associated with sexual energy. Please don't do that. That's what I'm saying. It's just pure raw emotion. I'm talking about you just feel like I have to compete for love. Like people are gonna leave me. Like my friends are gonna leave me. Man is gonna leave me. My boyfriend is gonna leave me. I have to perform. I have to perform. And then out of nowhere, that performing energy, years later on, when you're having sex with a man, it shows up its ugly head and it's like, I have to perform. I have to seduce him with my sexual powers. And then the man leaves and then you feel like you're not good enough. See what happens? Do you see what happens? Let me know if you're here, like in the comment section, let me know. A lot of women, their attraction point in their sexual energy comes from, I don't want you to leave me. I have to use my sexual energy to keep you. There's nothing wrong with, sexual energy is attractive life force, right? But if you are doing it from a desperate place energetically, okay, can you see how they can attract narcissists, breadcrumbers, crusty men who want you to compete for them? And as I said before, a man who wants to compete for you is not a man that's protecting you. So there would be an evolution of how you use your sexual energy to attract a man or to attract anything that you want from a place of your knowing of your sovereignty and your goddessness, where you understand that it's a pleasure, like it's a gift, it's an honor for a man to be close to you or to even experience you at that level, where you know that you're here and he's here and he's just trying to see, and you're like, okay, you are the chooser. The man is not like the chooser in this sense. Okay? So perfect. I'm glad that this is connecting. You are the chooser, not the guy. Not a bunch of women fighting for a man, for a king, but a man knowing that you're the prize and coming in and fighting for what he knows he's worthy of. You. Let the man compete for you, not from egoic energy. But here's the thing. You cannot attract what you're not embodying. Some women just be like, this man should be competing for me. But the overall energy and their embodiment they're not embodying the goddess. I'm not gonna be like PG or try to say this or tiptoe around it. Some women can scream their lungs out, like, you need to do this for me, but they're not embodying the goddess. They're embodying immature energy. You can flinch all you want. I want you to ask yourself, am I being immature in my pursuit of love? Am I putting high demands, expectations of men when I am not nourishing, taking care of myself, investing in myself? Am I doing all those things? Or do I invest in myself with a nasty energy? With entitlement. See, here's another way of not being open. Entitlement. Entitlement is not self-worth. It's a deep fear of being unworthy. It's just feeling insecure on the inside. And if you are willing to admit that, I can help you, other people can help you. I want you to really grasp this. But if you're too entitled, you might miss out on your good, on your prize, on your gold, because it just makes you, I hear, disdainful. Is that a word? So you have to do your work. Nobody's gonna save you. You have to do your work. And I'm talking to people who actually really get this. So disdain is a closed off energy. It's fear, accumulated fear. I can help you. I'm not judging you. But I need to talk to you this way because you built such a wall that nobody can talk to you. You're off here, I hear, on this high horse. And I kept seeing that. I have the angel romance cards, and I kept seeing this woman on a high horse. Be very honest. You're on this high horse. Nobody can touch you. Well, yeah, that's your reality. Nobody can touch you. Because you are more focused on protecting your heart than opening up to love. See, feminine energy is about being open. A woman with a closed heart cannot attract love. A woman that is so focused on protecting herself, her energy is just sending out resistance, fear, bad things are going to happen to me. And that is okay. You might have experienced really hard, tough things. But you have to help yourself. Reach out to people to help you. Nobody can reach out to you if you are up here. Whenever you feel triggered, whenever you feel a sense of shame or something happening again and you go back to the high horse, nobody's going to even want to connect with you because you're acting with, I hear, like this, like your nose is up here in the air, and who's going to want to talk to you? That is a fear of intimacy too. I need to address this archetype. And this is the only amount of time I'm spending with this. Because you're a resistant one. Like out of all of the archetypes, this is the one that I notice has more emotional unavailability. You know, like if you want to attract a man that's gonna commit to you, it's not gonna you beating him with a stick, because that's the energy that I'm seeing. Like you need to no. An open heart is what will attract commitment, is what will attract love. So building your attractiveness is opening up your heart to love. Because when your energy is open, when your heart is open, you will assess from a calm place if a guy is crusty or not, if he's not good for you. He comes with bad intentions. But when you are storing those fears of rejection within you, you're using so much of your life force energy on that fear that you're not going to get what you want, that you cannot read the energy around you. Who is the right fit for you? Who is actually a king? Who's actually a god, if you want to call it that way? You will not see it. Or you will show up with immature energy to that man, and he's going to reject you. See, mature men do not have the patience for that type of immaturity. They're going to see you as a kid. Do you want to be seen as a woman or a kid? And you could be 40, you can be 50, you could be 60, it doesn't matter. We all have immature energy, but are you willing to address it with a humble heart? Do I have immature energy? Of course I do. Of course I do. But I look at it, I don't let it take over me, and I actually reach out for help, even though I have different systems that I help for myself, but I understand that there's certain things that I can only do with the help of another person. And I do a lot of the energy work, but if I see it, I'm actually grateful for it. I don't run away from my shadow. We have a lot of shadow as feminine women. We have a lot of shadow, and we cannot teach feminine energy without ending the shadow. I keep getting the word kill the shadow, but it's like, it just needs to go. It's done. Because you want intimacy or you want to remain in ego. One of the two. And you think that remaining in ego is going to keep you safe, but in reality is what's doing the exact opposite. It's making you unsafe in a way. Because you're disconnecting from your intuition, and it's making you attract people that are not the right fit, or it's making you miserable. You know what keeps you safe? Being energetically open, choosing your worth while you're open, so that you're not giving yourself off to the first person that comes in. Knowing how to wait, knowing how to be single while enjoying yourself, not acting out of desperation. Those are the things that remind you of your goddessness and being open to love. So we have to look at that, the disdain piece. Another thing that happens is if you've experienced criticism because of your worth, because of your physical attractiveness, maybe you're bullied, or you feel like you attracted a guy that was like really low vibration. I heard something, but I'm not gonna call it that way. You attracted a really low vibration guy who wanted you to compete for them, saying like you're this, you're an average, you're a 4, you're a 6. Run away from people who rate you. Anyways, but let's move away. Like people who rate you and who rate themselves at a higher number, girl. No, that's insecurity. So maybe you've experienced that. I experienced that a lot. I experienced being told that no man was going to want me for being who I am. No man was going to want my natural hair. I was even told one time that I was even disgusting. You know, that my hair looked disgusting. Imagine having close people tell that to you while you're growing up. people teaching self-hate to one another. You have to be open to assess when people are talking out of their own insecurity and you don't take it in. So a lot of women have this fear of not being attractive for the long haul. They almost see themselves like as a servant. I'm talking way in the subconscious. I'm talking about really successful women, like celebrities, etc. A lot of them have this programming. Believe me. The thing is that we all have some sort of programming where we are taught as women to feel lesser than men, but we are fighting it. We're resisting it. We're trying to put a huge front to it. But remember, energy is energy. When you're trying to put a front to it, your energy is not open. It's actually with a shield, defensive. It's not open. It's not magnetic. It is about crumbling, removing that shield, and helping you actually know, you know what, I live in my confidence, I feel good, and I feel delicious, and I'm going to attract the love that I want. Okay, so let me see the comment here. Okay, so yes. So funny, and so, oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. So it's not an open energy. I tell you this, you cannot lie to your energy when it comes to love. Your energy is either with a shield or it's open, self-trusting, inviting. Which one do you want to be? Which one do you want to be? And it's an embodiment thing. For those of you that have been doing a lot of maybe coaching programs, you've done coaching here, there, but it's not clicking. It's because it hasn't reached to your body. There's unconscious programs, belief systems that you need to release. The other element of attracting lasting love and owning your magnetism, you have to be open to men. You have to trust men. You have to love men, masculine energy. Are we being taught that nowadays? We're not. We're not. We're taught to see men as the enemy, masculine energy as the enemy. Look, there's going to be unconscious people, unconscious men, unconscious women, unconscious people, all shapes and colors and sizes. But if you're against the masculine, that's just a lot of fear talking, in my opinion. Can you trust a masculine, a huge protector, somebody that you feel safe with, that is going to protect you, that is going to put like your needs? Where's the comment? Okay. I see it. So I had that experience from relatives. Yes. And it's horrible. I had that from relatives as well. I remember in my journey, I don't tend to go over a lot about my love life, and I'm going to be very honest with people, like, just because I like to focus it on you. But whenever I do address it, I like to share success stories in general from my clients. And I have reasons for that. It has to do with a lot of the shadow of the feminine. I don't want to, look, I could be in a relationship, I could be not. But at the end of the day, and I'll be very honest with you, I've been in rooms or experiences where women will tear a coach down and her relationship down when she shares too much about her relationship and what she's doing, or a woman that is single and they're going to tear her down, but your worth is not tied to a man. I will never teach that. I will always teach soul confidence, and you not to need to see something, because sometimes it just doesn't work that way. I just want you to feel confident and enjoy your own process and not shame the heck out of yourself. I don't want you to distract yourself. I want you to have soul confidence. Your worth cannot be tied to a relationship, and that's the main reason why I don't share it. I just want you to feel confident no matter what, and open and attractive. That's like my pledge to feminine energy. Because at the end of the day, I'm going to handle like my relationships or my relationship the way that I see fit. You're going to handle it in your own feminine goddess energy the way that you see fit. That's why I say, as women, we will not do all relationships the same way. What matters the most is that we're open, because we're not copycats of each other or copies. So I don't want you to be distracted about my relationship or my status when you can be focused on your own thing and what you want to create. I want to help you tap into your own goddessness, okay? So I don't want to offer any distractions, like any distractions, not destructions. So anyways, as I was saying, and if you feel like you cannot trust me because of that, then you can watch my videos, it's fine. Or you can go to somebody else, but that's my boundary. I had to do it just because I've seen women who distract themselves. They go nowhere. They're in a self-destructive path. Years pass by and nothing changes because they're just choosing to spew hate and not love and not supportive energy towards feminine beings. So I just cannot help you in that way. That's a journey that you need to go through on your own side. But here's the thing that I wanted to say about this. You need to be open to masculine energy. You need to trust in the masculine. So if you've been taught to fear the patriarchy, one of the key things that I actually find interesting, some women, I've gone through this in my programs, it's a fear of submission. I'm not saying you have to submit. So just see how I have to be constantly clarify my things, because the feminine energy has become so defensive nowadays, or like fearful, like defensive or fearful around it. So what we do inside of the programs too is also releasing the fear of submission. Why is that? Not that because you have to submit, it's just one of the mental or energetic walls or shields that women put up. And the fear of submission is also like I said, it's not logical. It affects this trust, you know, in you attracting a trustworthy person in a way. I'm not saying you have to submit. I'm just saying that a lot of women have a fear of submission, and inside of that energy, there's a lot of accumulated, sometimes hatred for the patriarchy, not even hatred for the patriarchy, like hatred towards their dad, or when somebody had a authority over them. So that energy that is just like packed like that, is good to just soften it, release it, so that you are more at peace and more open to trustworthy people. Let me know in the comment section if this is resonating, okay? So how do we go about this? You want love. You have to trust. We are the embodiments of the intimacy, okay? We are the well, that soft, warm environment. However we want to call it. I see it kind of like gushy too. Like we are that, because we are the community. We're the energy we're inviting. Is your energy inviting? I want to help your energy to become more inviting, more open. Energy does not lie. If you're fearing from judgment, like if you're fearing people's judgment, if you're fearing being feminine, if you're fearing expressing more of your sexual energy, if you're fearing your own sexual energy, if you're fearing what people are going to do, if you're fearing ... all of those things impact whether your energy is either showing a shield or is actually open for love and attraction and play, okay? Some women use too much of their sexual energy to attract. It is about whatever imbalance is there, knowing your different points of attraction. Oh, okay. I want to mention this right now, and then I'm gonna share with you about the program and how we go about it. Some women fight, and there's other archetypes, but these are the two that I'm gonna address, because I feel like I've addressed a lot today. All that really needs to be said, really. Some things I do keep for my program, my part of my feminine power of attraction. So, and this is all part of it, and it's part of a trademark system. So here's the thing. Some women use a lot of their sexual energy to keep a man, right? From that energy. You might be very confident, but then that little monster comes out, right? When you're gonna have a relationship with a guy, or you're gonna do something, check out that monster. Like check them because they show up. Other women try to become invaluable to the man, and always with the energy of keeping the man. They try to become invaluable. They try to insert themselves in the man's family. They try to befriend like the man's mother, and just be inseparable, kind of be like a second mom in a way sometimes. You don't have to try to, that idea that a man is going to run away is a freaking myth, okay? Like, stop trying to get unavailable men to stay with you. Okay, you don't have to do none of that. You just have to embody your goddessness. You're going to be a perfect mix of all of it. Only you will do that. Okay, like only you will do that. And your own unique essence, scent, whatever it is going to pull him in. But it's going to come from that inner peace that you embody. Open inner peace. It's a beautiful, loving well. Just imagine tranquil waters. Like a river or a meadow, like you're in a meadow and it just feels so perfect, and men just come in and they just want to lie there. Because that's a perfect energy you bring, not perfect body thing. No, it's just, you want intimacy, connection, more than you want the power, sexual power, competition, fight. When you are clear about that, your energy is open. So how do we go about this? Hopefully this is resonating with you. I want to read the comment. So your words are truth and I think it's sweetness. I love it. Oh my God, I'm gonna write that down. I thank you for that. So an energy needs to be open. Okay. I experienced so much bullying growing up. Like I remember one time they made me act like I was in a pageant competing for men, and I was a kid and I was like, this feels yucky. I don't want to do this. But I felt, I'm gonna say what I felt. I felt stupid. I felt weird. Some women have struggles like flirting because of this, because they feel like they're gonna be rejected or people are gonna mock them from years of experience of being bullied in school. These memories, they all impact our flow, and that's why it's important to kind of have like a PhD, to constantly be growing and clearing up, releasing all those fears, because I see a lot of throat, like a lot of us women get stuck in their throat, like in their self-expression of being rejected or being too sexual or being taught to this or being like laugh worthy, so many different things. So how do we go about it? I have a signature program, but this is not Goddess of Love, the version you heard about it before. This is Goddess of Love and Attraction. I want to help you build your power of attraction as a woman. I want to help you clear up that stuck, dense energy within you, those fears of rejection. Places where you feel like you need to compete for men. Places where you are afraid of intimacy. I'm going to give you some examples of this. If you've been single for over 10 years, or if you feel like you've been single for like 15 years, never had a partner, you feel like your relationships happen like with a really like huge distance in between, you feel like nobody notices you. That's another fear of intimacy, fear of not being noticed, fear of being considered boring. We are going to purge, release all of that out. Okay, like we're gonna release it out. Things that are making you doubt yourself. Anywhere where you are allowing the power of other people to be in you and affect you to the point where you're doubting yourself. All of the things that are making you feel somewhere insecure. Doesn't matter your level of success. Doesn't matter, it doesn't matter, none of that. Like, do you want to feel treated like a goddess that you are? How many of you stop yourselves from attacking a partner because you're afraid of a man knowing that you barely have any experience in love? That's what I'm getting. Do you feel like he's gonna judge you? What are you fearing exactly? Whatever it is that you're fearing, come to be in this program. We are gonna work and heal together. I always do this program. I'm gonna be doing it along with you because it's important, feminine women, for us to blossom more and expand more and receive more, even if other women or other people are triggered about what we're receiving. See, because a part of this expansion is being okay with upsetting people. Some of you are afraid of confrontation, and then that affects your receiving because you don't want to upset people. What do you think taught you that? Right? Who taught you not to receive? That is your right as a woman. Who taught you not to invest in yourself? Who taught you that? Pay attention to these things, because somewhere people out there want to keep us small. They don't want to see feminine energy shine, but that's not masculine energy. That is the ego and whoever's trying to do that, okay? Because the real masculine that wants to see all of you wants to see you shine. He wants to see you shine, baby. Like, I'm telling you the truth. But you're stopping yourself and shrinking yourself so you get to shine whoever feels right to you. So in Goddess of Love and Attraction, we're going to help you build up your confidence. Goddess of Love and Attraction is focused on two pillars: your confidence and also opening up to the masculine that is trustworthy. Whatever fear is there in the mix of that is blocking you from opening up more to intimacy and to sending off the right signal that you're open, we're going to not only address it there, but we're going to end it. Energetically, what I got from the angels was the following. In this program, Nicole, we just want people, and they put this boundary on me, who are just going to do the work. Meaning, I have a lot of Capricorn energy in me too. Some people might not like this energy. It's fine, but I love it and I need it for my life. So I chose it. And so basically what I heard, and at first I struggled saying this because I'm a Pisces, but this is what I heard, and I'm going to repeat again, is the people who are just going to shut up and do the work. They're not going to stay stuck in the middle of the process, fearing attracting the very love that they've been wanting and they've been craving for years. They're going to do the work. But guess what about this work? It's going to feel delicious to you. You're going to feel free. You're going to be like, wow, I don't care what a man thinks about me. I don't care if he thinks I'm too much. I don't care. I'm really open, not from a defensive space. No, from like relaxed space. You don't care. You understand that you just want to send out the signal to the type of man that is the right fit for you, and you want to enjoy yourself. So this is an embodiment program. We want to help you feel that confidence, and it's going to flow. It's going to be different to anything you've ever done before, because it's not going to be me telling you exactly how to be in your feminine. No, we're going to remove the blocks that are getting you from you in your feminine. Yes, I'm going to give you some coaching on some principal pillars, but you get to flow in your own unique way. I just need to show you what is destructive energy or not, and like just tweak those things. But I want you to feel good. And like I said, some of these things I do not share over YouTube. And I cannot too, because it's an internal, intimate process. You know, I'm not going to have this full-blown intimate process like I just cannot have it that way. Intimacy doesn't work that way. So we're going to do it in a really powerful, soft container for you to feel safe. We're going to work together. We're going to heal together. You're going to open up to your goddessness even more if you want to attract even more. You know, I normally offer this to single women, but I'm getting that even women that are in a relationship could really benefit from this. And I'm going to explain to you how and why. I'm going to put a link below if you're interested. It's an invite-only program. I want to keep this a safe container for people. It is also a high-level program. I don't want you to use your mind with this program. I want you to have shifts, physical shifts and results in the span of 10 weeks. 10 weeks versus a whole lifetime of things you've been struggling with, okay? So it is a high-level program, 4 figures. I'm not going to shy away from saying that, 4 figures, but you also have payment plans, options for paying full with gifts and bonuses. There's gifts for you to join this week. Don't run away from it. Invest in yourself, okay? Think about how much money and energy you're spending in doubting yourself and trying to fix yourself for X amount of years instead of actually investing in the things that are going to make you feel good about yourself now, okay? Years of experience with this, and I can really help you shorten up that gap. And it's a year of intimacy, so if you want really soul satisfying love, decided, have an open energy for it, and feel good about it no matter what. I hear some of you are in shock. That's fine. Shock is good. Confusion is good. You can still talk to me and explore, and I'm gonna honestly tell you if I feel like the program is the right fit for you or not. Yeah, we're gonna do a lot in this time frame, but it's an embodiment thing. It's not a mental thing. Some of you were asking urgency, mental urgency. Think about how much money you're losing with that stress and that urgency that you have within you because of the defensiveness and the things that people have been teaching you that are completely wrong to your own unique feminine energy. If you want to know more, I'm going to put the link below for you to have an assessment call with me. It's of no cost. But I just ask that you're serious, that you're open, that you're open for miracles too. Some of you might be like, I don't have that kind of money. Who knows? If you're really open, the money will show up. You will make it happen. But it's going to shorten the time frame for you. All right, ladies. So I'm going to put the link here. Let me write it. And let me know if you have any comments as I'm writing this. Let me know if you have any comments for me, please. Seems like I cannot write it here for some reason. But I will write it as soon as this is over, okay? So ladies, it's been a pleasure. It's about confident energy. I want the woman who just go for things, who are committed for love, who are tired of waiting, maybe the quarantine or all of this is just me like, F this or screw this. I just want love that is the right state to be in. No excuses, okay? No excuses. You're only running away from yourself and your own brilliance. No excuses. Whoever made you doubt yourself, let them go. I hear just push them to the side. Screw it. Like, just no. You get to feel good. You get to imagine spending another year not feeling good about yourself. Like, more. Why? Shift it. Because when a woman feels good about herself, she receives more. More pleasure, more money, more love, more resources, more everything. You can achieve and receive everything from feeling good. So just ask yourself if you want to change that programming from hustle, from struggle, from fighting for what you want, overburdening yourself, to more pleasure, to feeling more good, to receiving and doing things in connection with somebody, a partner, and not having to do things on your own. All right, ladies, it was a pleasure to connect with you. Mwah. And yeah, let me know if you have any questions about Goddess Love. There's a current bonus for you if you join this week. There's clearings, live clearings with me that we're gonna do. You're welcome. And live clearance if you join this week. So I'm gonna put some times available for it. And remember, payment plans, everything. I just want you to support you being your goddess self, whatever that is, but you being open to intimacy. This is our energy, intimacy. We cannot run away from it. So what we just need to kind of take up on an upgrade every year, and more and more and more. It's our duty to receive more, ladies, to receive more, no excuses, from an ethical, with integrity. And that is really important, from a mature energy, and not from selfishness and greed, from an angle of let me destroy other women. No, we need to mature and evolve in this energy so that we can be bigger and better containers for love, for safety, for intimacy, for growth. And I hear prosperity too. Okay, so ladies, it's been a pleasure. I'll connect with you soon, and let me know what you got from this, okay? I'll see you in the comments. Let's see.